Okay, everybody's been asking to see my process for coffee staining my papers. This is my setup. I'm on my back deck. It's very hot out with the sun. And we have 28-pound 97 bright copy paper from Walmart. We have coffee in this 9x13 glass pan. I have 3 quarts of water, 8 serving tablespoons, not just like a measuring tablespoon, but 8 serving spoons that measure about a tablespoon. Well, I guess it's probably more. Anyhow, 8 serving spoons of coffee mixed in and dissolved. I have some stencils and I have cookie sheets. I have some paper flowers and I have some ferns that I went up on the mountain and picked. And what I'm going to do is I'll make, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 on a sheet, and then I will set it aside, put something heavy on top of it for the first hour or two, and then let them bake in the sun. As far as setting up my tripod or whatever to try to take a video, it's too hot out here. I think probably my phone would just heat up and explode, or whatever they do, I don't know. But I'm sure it would not be good for my phone. All right, I have this tray that is layered with paper flowers, and then I will take this paper here and I will lay over the top of it and leave that sit in the sun to dry. Then I have this stack that is with stencils, and I've layered and stacked them, and then I'll take another piece of paper here and lay it over the top and leave it here in the sun to dry. The next thing I'm going to work on are these ferns. So I have my paper in my coffee, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. All right, so I have 2 sheets of paper here, and I'm trying to get the edges that would be the edges of the paper in the journal. And so I have laid one on the left side and one on the right side. And I've taken the fern fronds and I've kind of smoothed them out so they're laying fairly as flat as possible, so that the next paper will lay pretty flat on top of this one. So I'll put 2 more papers on top of these, another layer of ferns, and I'll keep building until I'm out of ferns. Oops. All right, that uses up my 3 quarts of coffee. I have a pan with just plain coffee stain paper, no stencils or anything to make it textured. I do pour the little bit of extra that's in my dish right on top of these, and I believe that's how I get those really dark edges. I'm sorry, I moved my camera away. I pour what's left of here when there's not enough to dip a paper in into here, and it's pooled around the edges, and that's how I get those dark edges on my paper. So I have 2 stacks with live ferns. Now some of these I had to add some spray to because they were a little dry. The best thing to do is when you pick your foliage, whatever it may be, in my case today it was ferns, they should be fresh. These were in a jar of water for 2 days because I was waiting for my fern stencils to get here so I could do one big whole batch. I won't do that again. Next time I'll use them. I'll go pick them and bring them home and use them, because some of them dried out and I had to throw them away, and it just seemed like such a waste. Over here, I have my stencils. As you can see, they're showing through already. They're starting to dry, and the flowers are also starting to dry. So, this is what we have. This is my setup. This is how I do it. And we will wait for them to dry, and then I will come back with some results. What I wanted to add to this was the reason I have put paper down on my table. Not so much to protect the tables. These are all 3 very old tables, and coffee would not have hurt them a bit. I just use them for my arts and crafts. But look at the paper. It is coffee stained, it is splattered, and this is some yummy, yummy cleanup paper. This is what I'm talking about with cleanup paper. So none of this paper, even though it's fairly clean down here, I will use that again somewhere else. None of this paper is going to be wasted. Okay, see you again in a little bit. The papers are all dry, and I thought I would show you the results. So we have some that are really faint, but they still have some good coffee color to them. Let's see, let's get to the good ones here. I really like the edge right along here where you have the difference. I think that's pretty cool. And the darkness and the light on this one with the spots, I really like that one also. I actually like them all. They are all so unique. You never know what you're going to get with these coffee stained papers. Give it a try. You're going to get something you like. Actually, I don't know that there's really anything in this group that I don't like. They're all unique. They're all different in their own way. You can see the spots. I like the light color of these. But then again, when it comes to the darker color, I like them also. And here's some darker color. Now, you can see the fern image on these. It's not distinct. It's not precise. It's better on this side. And these coffee papers also have a better side. I call it one a right side and then a back side, a front side and a back side. So, and this one has some pretty good designs on it here with the ferns. Those are a nice print. And here again are some more. And these are just like, I took a big frond and then I broke off the little ones and laid them in place. Here is a big one with some little ones alongside it. And these are the real ferns, not the stencils. This was one of the flowers. Now, last time I did the paper flowers, I had really good luck. This time, but the paper's still nice. So I'm okay. The paper's still good. You see a flower here and there. It's just that last time they were really distinct and nice. So like I say, you just don't know what you're going to get. Again, they're there, but yeah. I like the kind of looks like really wavy, watery type here. I think this is a stencil one that didn't turn out so clear. This one's gorgeous. It has, and this is one with flowers, but some of the flowers had some color on them, and so it picked up the color here. But I'm liking the brown more so than the blue, but I still like the blue too. So that's really pretty, the way the coffee pooled up around the images. There's another pretty one. What has happened here is there's several of these sheets where you get a big spot like this where there's nothing. I had laid them out in the sun, and then as I was moving them around, I was laying one thing on top of another, and this happened to be the stainless steel piece that I got laid on top of this, and so it kind of just squished out all of the coffee and didn't leave anything. It's still pretty cool. Here's a nice piece of just plain coffee stained paper. They're very, they're just really, really soft and nice. This is some with some nice border around the edge. And I'm trying to move along here, guys, so we can get through all of these and not have this video be too long. But again, these are really nice, just plain coffee stained ones. I like these. Now we have the stencil ones. These are my new stencils that I got on Amazon. So I like that. Again, my stencils have come out precise and clear before, and this time they did not. You can see the image, but they're not like a clean image. This one's better, and this is a ginkgo leaf. That one's much better. This one's much better, as is this one. This just really didn't turn out. I really like the brown edge on this one. And this one. And then you can see on the back side, they're there, but it's not as bright. So the stencils turned out good. I'm trying to decide what this one was. This is like a conglomeration of different things here. Some more of the ferns. Yeah, we're into more of the ferns. I did a lot of ferns because I picked a lot out of the woods. This is a nice image here. I like these papers too. You get some nice images there. And there. I will have 2 sets of these ferns going up on my Etsy page. And the set consists of 12 papers. That one's nice. But it's going to be the soft image like this. With the ferns, don't expect to get like an image like that. You're going to get like a ghosting effect type thing with them. I mean, you can definitely tell they're there. So there we go. We are almost to the end. Here's another nice fern one here. You can see the big branch. Some of them I put a big branch on and then little ones beside it. Just really nice colors of coffee paper with a ghosted print of ferns on it. This one's pretty nice here, as is this one. So there's the results of this batch of coffee stain papers. So what do I like the best? Well, I don't know. I really like my stencils. The flowers were a flop. I was very disappointed in the flowers. The ferns, I felt the ferns were a success. And the plain coffee stain without anything on them was a big success. Even though the ferns, you know, don't have a precise image, they are really nice for a page in your journal that's going to have a little bit of texture instead of being just plain. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you decide to go and make some coffee stained paper of your own with some stencils and some foliage and see what you can come up with. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye now.